Good morning, Cardinals. I am reporting from the 5th grade classroom today. I am sitting in Mr. Moran's chair. It's very comfortable, although my feet don't touch the ground. I have a couple of announcements and answering some questions and kind of talking through what the next stage of our plan is here. I feel like every day is a new plan. Yesterday I left here feeling like, okay, we've got some things in place. And then, as many of us know, Gavin Newsom announced that schools will most likely be out until the end of May. I just want to let you know that tomorrow at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I will be in a Zoom meeting with the superintendent and all the principals in the Archdiocese, and assuming I will get more direction and information at that time, and I will again pass along any information I hear right to everybody so we're all on the same page. In the meantime, this morning, this announcement's late because I was having grade level Zoom meetings. So I met with TK to 2, and then I met with 3, 4, and 5. And then I'll be meeting with 6th, 7th, and 8th later. But we all kind of came up with an agreement on some things. So right now, in all grade levels, TK to 8, we are not going to collect work. We are not going to email it in. We're not going to have you scan it in. We're not going to collect it in person. We're going to ask that you just hold on to it, which I know is asking a lot because we're all crammed into our houses with, sometimes a lot of people and materials. And I know that I have quite a few file folders at home just for my child. And so I know that's asking a lot. But right now the files are too big to email in and it's not working. And it's just causing a lot of panic. And it's just not worth it right now for anyone. So do not stress. Just continue kind of chipping away at the work and hold on to it. The idea is if and when the shelter in place is lifted, at that time we're going to schedule a drop off of completed work and a pickup of new materials. You might need to grab another textbook or a novel or something, and we are going to schedule how that might look, but that's only if the shelter in place is lifted. So again, that's a great plan. Not sure it's going to happen, but we're thinking about it. So for now, new material that's needed for this next week or even some weeks beyond, depending on where we're at with the shelter in place, are going to be scanned and uploaded to SchoolSpeak. Thank you, Michelle Kavanaugh, for the reminder that parents can go to SchoolSpeak and then you can go to distance learning and then you go to your grade and everything is on there. And we're going to ask that teachers are coming in, like if they didn't send home a math book, they're scanning stuff in and uploading it onto SchoolSpeak. Best case scenario is you're able to print those pages out and your child can do that work. If they can't do that, maybe they can do it on a separate piece of paper. And guys, if they can't do that and if they're really struggling or you're really struggling, it's okay at this time to not do it. It is okay to not do the work. I repeat, it's okay. You can just write next to the assignment, couldn't do it, had a meltdown, not happening. We are right now in a time that we all need to be very flexible and understanding of where we're at emotionally. And so I don't want anybody panicking. Okay, best case scenario, you can print it out, your kids are still engaged. Worst case scenario, everybody has some downtime and takes a deep breath. It's okay. And I really encourage you to be forgiving of yourself and forgiving of your child. And you need to know that everyone's going to move on to the next grade. And grades are going to be fine. And teachers are magicians. They will make sure that material is covered, even if that means we're doing a lot of reteaching at the beginning of next school year. That's reteaching time anyway. So we're going to problem solve that. I just need everybody to know everything's going to be okay. All right? Zoom meetings. We're having a lot of questions about our lower grade teachers in particular holding Zoom meetings. So we decided, TK to 5, that starting March 26th, our teachers are going to be holding a Zoom meeting once a week with classes, but at this time, those are not instructional meetings. And let me tell you why. I don't know if many of us have been in Zoom meetings with adults. Sometimes that gets really messy. You might imagine how that would look with 36-year-olds or 30 10-year-olds. We're not at that point yet. We're not ready for that. I would like to think that down the road and this journey that we're on together, we can get there. But right now, the Zoom meetings are really just going to be like for teachers to connect with students. A couple ideas that they had, the teachers, is, obviously the lower grades, they'd love to read a story. In the middle grades, they talked about doing novel studies, which might become interactive because you can have students read out loud. And then maybe even like a question and answer session where students or parents can submit questions like I do for Coffee with the Principal before the Zoom meeting, and then teachers can live time answer those questions right then and there in a Zoom meeting. But we're working on it. We're just not there to do live Zoom meeting and nobody's ever been taught in a credential program how to teach this way. So this is really new for every teacher right now. So just be patient. I'd love to say, yeah, we're gonna do Zoom meetings every day at this time with we're not doing that. We're not there. I'd love to get there. So just please be patient. But what the teachers will be doing starting March 26th is they're going to be making instructional YouTube videos and posting those on their YouTube channel. And then Mrs. Frano right now is working on how to link those onto SchoolSpeak. So they're only going to be doing YouTube instructional videos for core subjects. And that's in TK to 5. So that's most likely going to be math and reading. I know a lot of us need help with that math, me in particular. And so they're going to be making those videos and modeling and really trying their best to pretend this is like a classroom and answering all the questions, clarifying questions that might come up in a lesson. And those will be posted throughout the week. So that's going to be new for them also. So I'd like to also ask for your patience and I know they have to have a lot of grace with themselves as they venture into this new platform. TK to 5 families, Miss Morosco has obtained 100 family licenses for Starfall, and she's going to be sending an email soon about how to get onto that. So those are only for our lower grades. Actually, I'm sorry, it's TK to 2 for Starfall. Mr. Nixon, starting March 26th, will be creating videos school-wide for religion, and he'll be posting those, so we're still connected with our faith and we're connected with one another. And Mrs. Kelly and myself are going to be working on social emotional learning videos for the whole school. I'm not sure what that looks like yet, but hopefully we can just keep people engaged that way as well. And then, like I said, I have my meeting tomorrow with the superintendent, and we'll just go from there. Right now, today, this is the plan. As we all know, information is fluid and changing all the time. And so hopefully we can just continue to problem solve together. I know when I Zoomed with all the teachers today, it was so good to see their faces and hear their voices. And I would encourage you to find time to get your kids to either Zoom with their friends or FaceTime or whatever, because I feel like this can be a really isolating time for some people. And so let's just try to stay connected as much as possible. All right, thank you. Go Cardinals.